We're going to talk about right triangle trigonometry today, again with a angle of elevation problem. This one is again a difficult problem because we do not know the initial distance we are away from the underneath the balloon. I do know that we are y away, so we're going to start off here. We're going to look up at a 36-degree angle of elevation, which gets me my opposite side is x and my adjacent side to be y. If I'm going to set up an equation to represent that, it's going to have to be tangent of the angle, which is in this case is 36 degrees, is equal to the opposite side x over the adjacent side y. Now, after I have done my initial measurement, I am going to back up a distance that I do know, which is 10 feet. And I'm going to look up again at 25-degree angle. Again, this is going to be my opposite side is x, but now my adjacent side is the entire distance I was away at the first place, and then 10 more. So y plus 10 would be my adjacent side. An equation to represent that would be tangent of my new angle, which is now 25 degrees, is equal to, again, the x, which is the height, over the y plus 10, which is now the adjacent side. Now, this is a system of equations. What I want to do is get both equations solved for one variable. In this case, it's really easy to solve them both for x. I multiply the top one by y on both sides, and I get x is equal to y times the tangent of 36. Then for the second equation, similarly, I need to multiply both sides by the bottom of the equation, which in this case is y plus 10, and then I will have my new equation, which is going to be x is equal to y plus 10 times the tangent of 25. Now, since these equations are both set equal to x, that implies that I can set them equal to each other, because two things that are equal to the same thing must be equal to each other. So I'm going to set up one equation with one variable by just saying that since these things both equal x, then y times the tangent of 36 must be equal to y plus 10 times the tangent of 25. Now, these numbers, tangent of 36, tangent of 25, may be difficult to use. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just calculate what each of them are. Tangent of 36 is 0.7265. So I'm going to say this is going to be 0.7265 y is equal to y plus 10 times whatever the tangent of 25 is. So tangent of 25 is equal to 0.4663, so times 0.4663. And now that I have decimals, it just makes it a little bit easier to look at. I'm going to go ahead and use the distributive property to get 0.7265y is equal to 0.4663y plus, and then 10 times 0.4663 is 4.663. What I then need to do is use just regular equation solving techniques to solve for y. I'm going to subtract the 4663y from both sides, minus 0.4663y, and that'll get me that 4.663 is equal to, and then I just have to subtract them, 0.7265 minus 0.4663 is equal to, and that gets me 0.2602y. 0.2602y. Last step would be to simply divide both sides by the 0.2602. 0.2602. That'll cancel, leave me y is equal to, and then I just have to divide 4.663 divided by 0.2602. And this will get me 17.9. So y is equal to about 17.9. In this case, we're talking about feet. All right, well, now that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the height of the balloon, how high it is at that time. So what I'm going to have to do is pick one of the original equations up here and plug the 17.9 back in for y. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the top equation just because I think it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to say tangent of 36 is equal to x over, and then y is 17.9. This is a very easy equation to solve by simply multiplying both sides by 17.9. We would have that x is equal to 17.9 times the tangent of 36, whatever that is. So I'm going to go ahead and calculate that out. 17.9 times the tangent of 36, and that is going to be 13. So x is 13. Now you may think I can just stop right there and that's the height of the balloon, but you got to be careful because you have to realize that I am 6 feet tall. That information is also given to me in the problem. X is 13, that's good, but that's not how high the balloon is because I am 6 feet tall, and that's where my measurement should start from. That means the balloon's height should be at 19 feet because I am 6 feet and X was 13 feet. So the balloon is 19 feet in the air.